Skip. I understand. Of course I do. I was listening very closely. No broom yet. So I have my system over here. So this is my main monitor, and it's 240 hertz, and this is my secondary monitor with 75 hertz, and this is 60 hertz. So all in all, it's a 3 units display system. I have my keyboard, which is from, as you can see, it's Attack Shark. And this is my mouse, which I use for gaming. This is a wireless mouse. This is the glorious Model D minus. Acha, that's that. Here is the system. Yeah, so I have the CPU, which is the 7800X 3D, which is like a really nice CPU. Next, we'll talk about the RGB RAMs. Acha, RGB RAMs mein I have the Corsair Vengeance RGB, 6000 MHz CL36 RAMs. Next, here's the beast. Here is the RTX 4070 Super. Acha, iske alawa जो motherboard इस्तेमाल किया हुआ है in my previous video, like I mentioned, it is the Corsair Elite X670, and then there's the Lianli fans with the Lianli case and the deep cool water cooler over here. Let's jump in to the video. The first thing we need to do is कि हम पहले जाके we'll try to benchmark the PC and see what kind of synthetic workload performance we get from this PC. And I think a very good standard for that would be Cinebench R23. Here are the specs from CPU-Z. I have my CPU running here, my motherboard specs, as you can see, and my memory details, and so on, memory details further, and then my GPU and a benchmarking tool over here as well. So a good software that I like to use alongside Cinebench R23 is actually HW monitor. So HW monitor से क्या होता है कि मैं आराम से यहाँ पे देख सकता हूँ कि मेरे जो CPU है इसकी क्या temps चल रहे हैं, उसमें क्या frequencies हैं, क्या voltages आ रही हैं, and so on so forth. इसमें मेरी power delivery क्या है to my system and overall system. मैं इसमें GPU के भी trends check कर सकता हूँ कि GPU के temps क्या हैं, fan status क्या है, frequency क्या है. So हमें सारी चीज़ें यहाँ से पता लग जाती हैं. And it's a very good tool. It's a free software to monitor your system. I'll do a multiple test. Let's let the first test run. So we have our test. So I did this test earlier as well. पहले मेरे पास points आ रहे थे इसके तकरीबन 1800, like 2000 points का फर्क पड़ा because as I said कि काफ़ी सारे softwares background में भी run कर रहे हैं. लेकिन I guess this is the best results I can get with everything running in the background. When I size softwares off करूँ तो I'll probably get a better results. And just to let you know कि I have all my other software running just to give a realistic test कि यहाँ पे मेरी क्या performance आएगी. Again, इसमें हम देख सकते हैं हमारे max temps गए हैं 83 degree Celsius with like max frequency going up to like 5 gigahertz. So, which I think is pretty good. Like these CPUs are meant to run at 95 degrees Celsius. 1000 series और 9000 series में आप देखेंगे तो जब आप X3D chips का यूज़ करें तो इनके टेम्परेचर्स सेट होते हैं 95 डिग्री सेल्सियस. वो घबराने वाली बात इसमें कोई नहीं है. ये नॉर्मल टेम्प्स है बिल्कुल. इनके अंदर एक सिस्टम होता है जिसे खुद कन्फिगर करते हैं अपने आप को इन्होंने कितनी स्पीड पर रन करना है. Let the first test run. Let's see what kind of FPS I get on a high, like I mean ultra quality. And maybe midway around the match, I will try to like change the setting to low just to see what I get. Like currently in this menu, I'm getting 122, 123 FPS, which is very nice. So I am getting around 120, 130 FPS. Yeah, that sounds about right. Got myself a kill. That's nice. I'll change my setting back to like low and see what happens. Yeah. Now I'm going to get 250 FPS, which is nice, 240. I think this is locked at 240 FPS. Enough of that for me. Is Apex Legends, let's see. Like, menu mein to 240 consistent hai. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, here are the settings for Apex Legends. I have like did custom settings over here. Yahan pe mostly everything is low, some things are high, like depending on where I find the best visibility on like playing the game. So everything seems fine. I like to have the textures high. It's like a combination of medium to low settings. You can see I'm like getting 300 FPS, which I think is capped, because the thing is GPU के temps भी हमारे जो आ रहे हैं, they're like 59, and like utilization is like half of 400, so I can easily achieve अगर ये fully unlocked game हो. The FPS is like 300 drop हो रहे हैं, like, but I guess this should be fine. With that, we can move to the other game. Next game, Hogwarts Legacy. Try to max out on all settings. Let's see. Okay, see, it's all ultra. Everything is ultra. Ray tracing is all the way up. Everything is on. For anti-aliasing, the DLLA is on, and it's like 1080p as well. Frame generation is off, and that's about it. And like all these settings are, as you can see, motion blur is off. Otherwise, everything else is on. FPS are uncapped as well. Like in this like area, like I think I'm getting around like above 100 FPS, going up to 144 FPS. Like cutscene में I can see a lot like better FPS. यहाँ पे like around 180 आपको FPS मिल रहे हैं. Like that's nice. Let's try to turn on frame generation. Let's see how many FPS I get after that. DLLA and frame generation time 2. So I got like around 40% jump in FPS. Like this game is amazing. As you can see, like I love the details on this game. Like the foliage, like the textures, everything is amazing. Like this, like when you play this game, like and आप किसी पुरानी title पे जाते हो, you feel like yeah, like the graphic difference is huge. अब हम fight scene में हैं, so let's see how many FPS we're getting here. Still under above 100 FPS. To play with the settings a little more. Let's try to turn this off and see what happens. Now, I'm still about getting the same FPS. FPS are looking good. Like they're like around 160. My temps are like 60 degrees Celsius, which is very nice. CPU temps are like 64, which is amazing. Like also the power draw is like supposed to be a lot more than this, but over here I'm seeing really good numbers. Moving on to the next game, I suppose. Forza Horizon. And here you can see frame rate log, there's no resolution scaling applied, and that's about it. If I go to graphics, and you can see like everything is custom, but everything is ultra high. That's what I've done. Like I don't like TA sharpening, that's a little like low on the lower side, but that has nothing to do with performance. It has everything to do with just how the game looks in terms of sharpness. Even with all the recording software running at the back, I'm getting around 200 FPS in the showcase. Even in this, I'm getting like 110 to 120 FPS, and I guess some places more than that. Oh, this is what I like to do at the end, I guess. This is one of my old favorite games. Like everyone loves The Witcher. Let's see what graphics we are running here. We're going for quality setting with ray tracing and AU. Let me see what other options we have. I guess DLSS should be fine. DLSS quality good. Sharpening, I like it low. And everything else is on except blur. I don't like motion blur. Hairworks is off. Everything else is ultra as well. So this should be fine. This game after the first update like actually got a lot of like graphical improvements, or I guess even latest hardware can't run this game really well. That's what I think, but let's see what kind of performance I should get on this game. As I expected, so this is a very heavy game. Like even this tavern I'm getting 80 FPS with my graphic card screaming for help. इसमें like 66 FPS आ रहे हैं, all setting maxed out, और like CPU is like 65 max जाएगा मेरे ख्याल से, अभी तो 60 पे है, and like इसमें CPU usage doesn't matter because multi-core CPU है, and this is a game that utilizes single cores a lot more, and the graphics of course are amazing. So let me just put on some realistic settings. यानी तो अपनी तरफ से अपनी सब कुछ max out किया होता ना. अब मैं देखता हूँ अगर मैंने इसको चले RT पे करके देखते हैं. लेट्स सी जो प्रीसेट है इसका एवरीथिंग अल्ट्रा आरटी, लेट्स सी उस पे कैसे चलता है। तो सब कुछ चेंज करने के बाद आई एम गेटिंग अराउंड 90 एफपीएस व्हिच इज़ गुड, पर इसमें ऑप्टिमाइजेशन इश्यूज मैं समझता हूँ हैं। अगर इसको थोड़ा बेहतर ऑप्टिमाइज़ किया जाए तो प्रॉबेबली इसके एफपीएस ज़्यादा होने चाहिए। लेकिन CD प्रोजेक्ट रेड के डेवलपर्स बहुत अच्छे हैं इन माय ओपिनियन, लाइक दिस इज़ एन अमेजिंग गेम। यहाँ पे एज आई सेड एफपीएस ड्रॉप हो रहे हैं, आई एम गेटिंग लाइक 66 एफपीएस। चलो मैं रेड रेसिंग ऑफ करके देखता हूँ, व्हाट डू आई गेट। जस्ट अल्ट्रा सेटिंग्स, नो रे ट्रेसिंग एट ऑल। अब यहाँ पे हमारे पास 120 सुपर एफपीएस आ रहे हैं, एंड of course like smoothness wise it's like so much better पे खेल रहा हूँ। they just strike me once and I'm dead। चलो that's like gives us a good idea कि यहाँ पे किस तरह के एफपीएस हमें मिल रहे हैं। इस गेम में बहुत अच्छे एफपीएस आ रहे हैं, लाइक अबव 170। आई गेस फ्रेम जनरेशन का काम दिखा रही है अपना। वैसे तो आई गेस अबव 100 मैं एक्सपेक्ट करूँगा इस गेम में, और थोड़ा सी नई भी है ये गेम। अब इस विलेज एरिया में यहाँ पे हमारे पास 170 के अराउंड एफपीएस आ रहे हैं, विच इज़ वेरी नाइस। एवरीथिंग इज ऑलमोस्ट वेरी हाई। लेट्स सी अगर इफ आई कैन क्रैंक इट अप, हर चीज़ को इससे भी ज़्यादा अल्ट्रा पे करके देखते हैं। स्टिल 150 एफपीएस बहुत अच्छे हैं। चले सिंगल प्लेयर गेम्स में तुम्हारा गोल होता है कि चलो 60 आ जाए एफपीएस, दैट इज़ वेरी गुड, और लाइक 140 इज़ परफेक्ट। ऑल गुड फॉर दिस गेम नाउ। नेक्स्ट गेम हमारे पास है रेम्बो सिक्स सीज। सो लाइक दिस इज द गेम आई प्ले द मोस्ट। मेरे पास अच्छे एफपीएस आ जाते हैं, लाइक आई गेस मैक्स मेरे पास अगर टच होते हैं तो 700 टच करते हैं, लेकिन एवरेज की बात की जाए तो अबव 400 आने चाहिए। आई एम नॉट रियली श्योर मुझे कम क्यों आ रहे हैं, मे बी बिकॉज अभी कम इस वजह से आ रहे हैं, पीछे बहुत सारे स्ट्रीमिंग सॉफ्टवेयर ऑन किए हुए हैं, रिकॉर्डिंग सॉफ्टवेयर ऑन किए हुए हैं। लाइक साइट के अंदर यू गेट 500 के भी एवरेज एफपीएस आपको मिल जाते हैं, विच इज़ वेरी नाइस। वैसे भी 240 हर्ट्ज मॉनिटर है, तो गेस एनीथिंग अबव 300 इज स्टिल वेरी गुड।